Pretty as a picture. This is the Santos Tour Down Under, and our riders are on their way to Willunga Hill. It's 151.5 Ks, and it's a perfect time to talk tactics with Robbie McEwen. Rob, breakaway.
Well, it's almost traditional that a breakaway gets in front on this stage. We see the early attackers. I saw guys lining up very early to make sure they're front row to get in the first break, and particularly Dlamini. But Zach Dempster, after his big day out yesterday, he was straight out there. It formed up very quickly, and then the group was added to. Thomas de Hent came across, and then we saw Bora just shutting things down in the peloton. They're happy to let a break get away in front and grab some time. They've got the leader, Sagan. There's no need for them to chase that break. Best man in the break at over 4 minutes behind on GC already.
Significant part of the chat prior to the race starting amongst all of our experts, crosswinds.
Well, we've seen a few times when the breeze is up around the McLaren Vale that it can really split things up. That run through McLaren flat, it depends on the direction of the wind to really open things up and which part of the course it's going to happen on. It's a big southerly today, so that's also providing a headwind on the climb. So we could see crosswinds out on course, but on the final climb, all the good climbers are aware that it'll be a headwind on the climb, and that does make a difference.
Thank God, Rob, you got a mind like an abacus, so you can actually do the numbers and how much Richie does need to win by, and can he win at Willunga Hill today as he's done the last few years? Where's he at with his training?
Well, I think he can win, but the question is, where's he at compared to last year? Obviously, he crashed out of the Tour de France. He doesn't have a Grand Tour in his legs to, back that form all the way into Tour Down Under, so it's a little bit of an unknown how good he's going to be. We're looking back and see exactly where he's gone each time and how he's done it. And look at the violent accelerations that he makes, and they're almost always in about the same place. Steepest part of this climb, there's a left and a right, and it really kicks up, and it's at about 1.5 kilometres to go, and he literally just strangles them until they just can't follow him anymore. He goes once, they can follow. He goes twice, maybe one can follow him. He goes again, and they just fade out of his wheel. But the big question is, can he do it again today? And one of the big questions is, how Bora are going to tackle this? They're not riding on the front now. BMC are. Bora would quite like this breakaway to stay in front and take all the bonuses. BMC, Richie, they know Richie needs every second. He'll need a buffer of 31 seconds, I reckon, because there's bonuses tomorrow that Sagan can take. So it's a game of seconds.